वेलकम टू DiceKranti,
जहां हम कुछ दोस्त मिलकर डंजन्स एंड ड्रैगन्स यानी D&D खेलते हैं।
हम में से एक इंसान होता है डंजन मास्टर यानी कि डीएम।
जिसके लिखे गए कहानी में बाकी सारे प्लेयर्स खेलते हैं।
ये DM इस गेम का स्टोरी टेलर है।
इस स्टोरी में होते हैं मॉन्स्टर्स, दुश्मन एंड अलग अलग टाइप के चैलेंजेस।
प्लेयर्स जो चाहे वो कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हर एक्शन का आउटकम डिसाइड करेंगे ये डाइस।
डाइस पर अगर हाई नंबर आया तो सक्सेस, वरना फेलियर।
डीएम इस सिचुएशन में एक रेफरी या अंपायर के तरह होता है।
और स्टोरी के प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने के लिए प्लेयर्स कुछ भी कर सकते हैं। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं डाइस क्रांति।
E Damag and Eboli were at the entrance of the mansion. You guys entered through the main gate. तुम लोग वो stone path के ऊपर चल के you guys are closing into the main entrance of the mansion, where you're stopped by these two guards. E Damag, they look similar in their outfit to what you saw earlier. The same leather outfit. They have weapons, and on their chest is the same icon, जो है वो mace with light that is emitting out of it. They say, "Passes, please."
Give them my pass. Good
Okay.
evening, warriors.
You were Kavish Praj, right?
That's correct.
पर ही इज
The guard checks the pass and says, "All right, Lord Praj, welcome in. But before you go, we'll have to scan you for any weapons. Are you carrying any weapons tonight?"
I'm carrying a weapon, yes, with me. I'm
That's
carrying
not a
my.
problem. That's not a problem. And he just, moves his right hand around you, and your weapon suddenly feels very heavy wherever it is. He says, "Yeah, that's not a problem. You can definitely carry your weapon inside, but we just need to mark it in case if anything goes down and your weapon is used, we would know whose weapon it is and like who it belongs to. Basically, consider it as an identity tag that we've attached to your weapon."
That is great. That's a lot of information that I didn't really ask for, but I think you guys are doing a really good job.
I mean, of course, you should know why your weapon just suddenly got heavier, right?
And I appreciate that. I think you look like someone who has been doing this for a long time, and I think we are in safe hands. Both of you, in fact.
Yeah, of course. Not that anything's going to happen tonight.
But if something does happen, I know you would save us.
For sure. That's what we've been hired for. And
Do
when he
like
looks
do
at-
I do I
Uh-huh.
this guy I'm talking to, is it first of all human or not human? Like,
This is a dwarf.
I tell him like you look very strong as a mountain.
Thank you, sir. Then he turns to Eboli and says, "Yeah, present your passes, please, for the evening."
And I remove it from my purse and I give it to him.
Rak Nitan. Yeah, just as we did with Lord Praj, let me just, if you're carrying any weapons, and he moves his hand around you again, and whatever weapons you're carrying suddenly feel very heavier. I says, "Nah, that's fine. Not a problem. Yeah, please." And he makes way for you to enter. The main door to the mansion is already open, so you can already see inside. As you guys enter,
Ooh, it's cool.
you can control your tags, tokens, by the way, and if you want, you can rename them. As you enter, it's a very huge hall
Okay.
of sorts. There's a few tables that have been set up. There are no chairs. So the tables are mostly like standing height for just people to like stand at with their drinks or their food, just hang around. Exactly opposite the main door is a bar where a lot of people have gathered. Someone seems to be narrating a story of sorts. So it's like a lot of crowd has gathered with like a center person. On the right side, there's a lot of food which continuously keeps getting replaced, as in the staff comes in from here with new plates and takes away the empty plates and just refills it. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of crowd here. It's not empty like it seems on the map. There's a lot of crowd, a lot of people talking to each other. You saw that on the left is where the employee, like the staff, is kind of coming in and refilling the stuff. On the right seems to be another room where again a few folks are standing. Most of them have like some sort of smoking apparatus in their hand, maybe a pipe, a cigar, a cigarette, some sort of a thing. Right across the room, right exactly next to the bar, is a door that opens up into the backside of the mansion. Now you guys are here. We'll switch back to you guys, the rest of the party, in the carriage that you are traveling. What are you guys up to? You guys are like roughly 25 minutes behind these guys.
I would like to cast magic so that when the guard waves his hand, my weapon does not feel heavy.
Okay,
But
cool,
do
crazy.
they know?
What are you doing for that?
I am rolling.
Foresight?
No, it's a special check called metagame.
You have -5 in that.
Wait,
Yeah.
but I have a question. Tunima said she was giving me something, and then she said, "Are you giving me something, Tunima?"
No, I just gave him. Okay, fine. Let's say.
Yeah, her Chirkut Chutki is from where you're sitting. You should be
let's-
able to tell.
Let's say, like, to be a part of the group, you need like an emblem or something. So I just take it out. I like my movements are such that when I'm moving, you don't understand. It just feels like a shadow is moving because it's just the way she is. But then she takes out, let's say.
You're sitting like 1 feet in front of me, just saying.
Yeah, no, but still, like some people will do a lot of action, but for her, it's like just
Fair,
like
fair,
that.
fair, yeah.
So she takes out a really badass looking emblem.
Huh. Is that a bee?
Let's say it's a badass looking emblem, okay?
Yeah,
And then she gives it to you. Take it. Yeah. She gives it to you and she says that if you find yourself in any distress and if you're still single, then the group of sisters and mothers are always there to help you out and to recruit you as a part of the team. But I hope you don't go through any distress to have to join the group or anything like that. So
I take it and I shake it and put it next to my ear.
What does it look like? You say badass, like, but in world, what does it look like?
It looks like that.
Okay. I mean, that is pretty badass, yeah.
I mean, it so happens that I pick it out in random. So I have like a bag with me where it's like random stuff, and based on a person's luck, you get the emblem. So I guess like
I see. Can
I
I
think it
squeeze
suits you. I'm sure you can.
What happens when I do it?
When you squeeze it, let's say weird noises come out of it.
I would like to hear what it is.
You can't tell me that you just want to hear what it is and then not squeeze it. You have to squeeze it first. किस कलर का चड्डी पहने हो?
It whispered something to me.
Do it again.
Well, done. It's done.
Makhan. And then I squeeze it near his ear.
What the
Okay, I'm
heck?
kidding.
That's crazy.
I say, okay, but does this mean I'm part of the cult?
No, you're not.
Are you asking
No.
me? Or
Yeah,
asking
I'm
Makhan?
asking. Well, I'm
I'm
saying
answering.
it out loud. I'm saying it out loud.
No, it just means that you have an invite and you know the name of our cult leader. So if you find yourself in distress, if you look for people and show this, they'll understand to allow you into our
Right.
circle.
Right.
In
Okay.
that sense.
I take that. I like stash it somewhere inside, and I think to myself to never use it again and just throw it away after the heist is done.
While
I
this
think
happens,
Makhan will like
But
it
now,
though.
also one more thing. Now, and like I don't know if we're doing anything for the remainder of the journey, but before we reach, I essentially also would like to sort of like just sit there and collect my thoughts, and also realize that there were some names that were dropped. I think by Biggie and Makhan when they came back from their recon. They mentioned a retired army general or someone who was called Lakran Yegi. I don't know if I've just written down random names in my notes or if it's
Why
it's
don't I
real.
remember this?
No. It was mentioned.
so it
And-
was not from their recon. It was Duhal who told you that these guys are
Right.
like the
Okay.
circle.
Fair. Thank you so
Who are
much. Oh my
regulars
God.
at these
The DM is
events.
actually being a DM.
Yeah.
Can you say that name again?
Lakran Yegi is a retired army
And
general who
Lord.
is part of like the security detail, I think.
Oh, okay.
And there's Mahyu Eltar or someone
Eldar
hangs
Lord,
out-
na?
Yes.
Yeah.
who hangs
Lord
out with
Mahyu
Lady
Eltar, yeah.
Tani quite a bit. And this was when they told us to not spend a lot of time in front of like these officials and also Lady Tani, because they would obviously be able to see through us.
So
like,
not
I just-
particularly these people, just Lady Tani, but these are the people who are like in the inner circle or
Right.
like frequenting at the event.
Who was Mario again?
he hangs out with Lady Tani. He's like maybe like a right hand man or something. I don't know. We don't know. So I'm like thinking all of this to myself, and I would like to
Glad you talked to yourself.
little bit, you know, for the party.
Yeah.
And I decide that I'm going to portray this character to its fullest, and I'm going to bullshit my way through it very confidently. You know, and also like after very recently having a successful conversation with like the carriage guy, I'm like reinforced beliefs about my bullshittery, and I'm ready to be Katib.
While all of this is happening, you guys arrive at the place, and the guy
we
who's
tell
riding
the driver
the carriage,
to
the
stop
carriage
pehle piche,
stops.
Yeah.
Oh, you've told to stop pehle piche.
Yeah, a little behind.
I'd like to be taken to the main gate. I don't know about you guys, but I'm only getting off the carriage right in front of the main gate.
All right, we'll get off earlier, or I'll get off earlier. So I open the carriage door and I get out because I don't want the grand. I don't want too much attention necessarily. So I get off first and then I
I'm
walk
looking
in
at
already.
Tunima like, is she exiting? Are you coming with me, or are you gonna go with?
I think I'd go with Chutki. So I'm just sitting there, like thinking, like, do you want me to get off?
And I'm looking at you.
All right, so Makhan gets off, and the
I also
carriage-
whisper to I message into Chutki and I just say Chutki first the name and then I say good luck. And then I stop.
Makhan, we got this.
Yeah, and then I walk in.
All right, so you start walking ahead. The carriage takes a while because, again, even though you guys were like 25-30 minutes behind these guys, the line to enter, like the line of carriages to arrive at the main gate, is still very long. Makhan, you see like a line of 10 carriages ahead of the carriage that you got out of. So you know it's going to take them at least 10 to 15 minutes more to just arrive at the main gate. You arrive there in like 5-7 minutes of walking, and same thing, you've already seen the main entrance earlier. You go through it, you walk on the stone path, there's a garden, there's like bushes, trees all around. And again, you're stopped by the guards. Please present your passes. There's a
Oh.
dwarf guard with a beard and long hair.
I walk with a bit more of a pompous pose with my hands standing in front of me quietly. And when he says that, I very conveniently slip out my card and I hand it to him. But I don't say a single word.
Okay. He takes it, he looks at you, and then he reads it and he's like, Sharat Hone. Alright, yeah, I think that checks out. Just before you enter, hold on. He moves his arm over you, and whatever weapons you're carrying, you suddenly feel they are a bit more heavier. Please enjoy the evening. Yeah, right this way. And he
And I walk.
guides you in there.
No dialogue. I look at him through my peripherals, but I don't do eye contact. Making it look
Got
like
it.
I'm giving the idea that I'm better than everyone else. And then going.
Got it. So you enter, you see Big E and Iboli around in the hall. You see the same things that I had described earlier. Few tables, there's a bar, there's a food table, and something that I forgot to mention, but it's already on the map. There's the stairs over here that possibly go to the first floor. And you also see two guards standing next to the stairs.
So, if we continue, are there paintings around this floor?
On this floor, no. There's a lot of torches, like lights, lanterns,
Yeah.
lots of windows, no paintings.
Any
no
decorative
other-
pieces?
Yeah, no decorative pieces as such. But everything else, like the basic stuff, right? The column of the house, the table, the bar, the big table with food, the plates, and all of that is very fancy and very artistic. In like it's rich, so to speak.
Yeah, I want to basically go to the most colorful area, basically. That would be in this floor. So if it's near the table, then sure, I'll go there. I'm basically keeping an eye out for the two people that are yet to come, as well as trying to actively look at every guard I can spot in this floor.
All right, so roll perception for spotting the guards. And as you walk close to this table, you also notice that this room over here this room over here is what was supposed to be like which is generally a dining room. There's a huge dining table in the middle. Seems to be like this is the smoking room of the event. And there's a lot of, in general, there's a lot of chatter that's happening all over the place as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people talking, a lot of folks talking. Again, when you enter, you notice that at the bar, there's like a crowd that has gathered around one seat and something seems to be happening. Similar thing here as well. A crowd seems to be gathered and people are just a lots of chatter that's happening. And
So I want to stand in such a way like this people are around, right? I'm going to angle myself between people so that if Thani does come downstairs or anything, I'm not straight in front of her.
all right.
So yeah, I'm
Got
just
it.
looking
And
around.
what
And I
was
got
your
a 6.
perception? Six?
Six,
Yeah.
yeah.
You see a lot of like similar colored armor wearing people as guards. Not sure exactly how many there are, but it seems like there are quite a few who are like constantly moving around.
Can
in
you see
the room.
where the closest ones are, sort of? And are they like
They're
continuously moving?
constantly moving around.
Okay. Fine.
Biggie and Iboli, what are you guys doing?
I'm trying to see if there's entry inside the
So
kitchen.
yeah, there is this door, but it's one of those like restaurant ka kitchen ka doors kaisa rehta hai. Once someone passes through, it automatically closes back. Is that
Yeah.
kind of a situation? It's a wooden door, nothing special about it, but once someone passes through, you get a whiff of all sorts of flavors. Smell, full ऐसा तड़के का smell आ रहा है. There's meat sizzling, there's vegetables that has been boiling. All nice fragrances of food that comes through. And when the door closes again, nothing.
So when any waiter or worker is passing through it, do I see anything inside?
Roll perception. So you're not sure it from the outside, from whatever glimpse you get, it looks like a regular kitchen. Just थोड़ा बहुत जो भी दिखता है ऐसा counter है, flames है, utensils का आवाज है, also people using utensils, chopping stuff. Nothing else that you see. Just like nothing that would make you think like, oh, कुछ तो अलग है ऐसा. Also, as you're standing here, as you look towards your right, towards the stairs, you see that there are two people standing, two guards standing at the bottom of the stairs, kind of maybe stopping people from going upstairs or something. One of the guards is someone familiar that you see. It's a dwarf. The moment you look at him, you recognize it is Chimla.
So
He hasn't noticed you yet.
So I look at her and मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आता है. And in my head, I just imagine taking a hammer and just beating the shit out of him. उसका जो पेट है उसे जोर जोर से मार रही हूँ मैं. And like I can see it in my vision where I am harming him a lot. But then suddenly I hold my necklace. I realize that I need to keep an eye on this guy. So now my priorities are kind of changing, because right now in my head, obviously this heist is important and it is still important, but this is like a side quest where I want to take out this guy. So I try to find Biggie.
So one more thing I
think
want
if
to add.
Biggie is over here, you would be able to see him standing at that table. Yeah, Mustang, you were saying?
Yeah, so I was saying that when I'm looking around, I'm ideally standing like this.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I'm standing like that is sort of practical use so that I can talk into the ring very easily.
That's basically Mithunda from OMG.
Yes, pretty much. I'm standing like this as I'm looking around, ready to reply if someone messages.
All right, so yeah, you do see Biggie standing at that table, Ibuli.
Yeah, so instead of approaching Chimla, मैं Biggie के पास जाके, because I need some information, because वो इधर क्या कर रहा है, like from last what I know about him, why is he a fucking guard? So Biggie, have you seen this guy? Have you seen this guy anywhere before? The guard near the stairs.
Rak Nitin, was it? Hi.
You're right. I'm so sorry.
I sort of tried to take her to the most not the most, but like as much isolated place that there is in this room.
Yeah, that would be somewhere in this, somewhere over here,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
below
it's
the
an honor
staircase.
meeting you, Rak. Ethan. I've heard a lot about you. Uh, please follow me. I've been meaning to have a conversation with you, and I'm assuming you're following me. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
How far away are we from like people at this point?
This is kind of secluded area, but I would still say you would have to speak lower if you are trying to
Yeah.
be like not raise any alarms.
So I am as calm as I can be when I'm speaking, but I'm like, oh, there's definite concern in my voice when I hear her. Like, so what's up, Ragnathan? What happened?
This guy, this guard that you see, I don't like him because he betrayed me. एक बार एक हम लोग job पे गए थे, and he just ran away with all the goods that we had taken away.
I think, yeah, that sounds very infuriating, but I don't think this is the right time for us to handle this situation. I think let's focus on the gem and this guy. We'll handle him after the job is done, because right now, as you can see around us, we have a lot of important people, and if we slip up because of Chimla, then we slip up this job.
That is true. Oh, plus he's a guard, and if he gets to know that I'm here disguised, he will definitely try to do something.
Okay, let's not worry
So-
about that right now. So try to be not in his vision for now. Try to be either behind him or anywhere away from him. Can I see Makhan where he is from where I'm standing?
I would say yes. You would have noticed Makhan when he entered, and you kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
have
yeah.
your tabs on each
Yeah.
other.
But I wanted to remember this because maybe we can use it as a distraction too.
I will
After a
remember
certain
that. That's
point.
a very important information. It is going to cause some hiccups, but hopefully we avoid Chimla for now. So why don't you go towards Makhan? He's in that direction. I certainly point her to where Makhan is, and
Yeah.
I'll get back to you, or I'll use the ring. Remember to use the ring.
Yeah, my bad. I really forgot.
No problem. I think
about the ring.
obviously, like I said before, I have your back.
So I walk away from there.
Yeah. And then while she's going, I'm like, oh, it was a pleasure meeting you.
I just look back
Rock.
and I'm like,
Now, after she leaves, who is around me?
There aren't many folks, but there are people. Some people making their way towards the bar and stuff like that. Right as Iboli or Rak makes makes their way away from you. You feel this pointy thing poke you from behind, and as you turn back, we switch back to Chirkut Chutki and to Nima. You both arrive at the main entrance.
And that was it for this episode. Let us know in the comments कि आपका इस पूरे episode में सबसे favorite moment कौन सा था, and we'll see you in the next episode.